Okay, settle down everybody. We'd like to thank you all as our key stakeholders for coming to this data brief today. We highly value your contribution to our organization, and we hope today that we can clarify some things about the recent data breach that occurred at Outdoor Depot. So just to provide some brief background, on November 1st, 2021, Outdoor Depot was hacked due to a compromised, outdated server. The server was tampered with by an unauthorized employee, with which we're dealing with right now. And currently, our point of sales website is being held at ransom for $750,000. We would like to publicly state that we will not be paying this ransom, and we'll deal with this in a professional and whole way. We'd also like to note that our customer databases have been compromised, but we do have comprehensive solutions for dealing with this tragedy. I'd like to turn some time over to our Chief Information Security Officer, Curtis Parker, to describe some of our technical details and solutions for this data breach.
Thank you, Benjamin. So first off, we have isolated the affected systems. We've taken offline 3 of the 5 servers that have been affected and have plans to take down the remaining 2 servers. Those are our point of sale servers that are still up. We would like to secure backups of our data. We back up our data regularly every 2 weeks, and we just want to make sure that we have that secure so that we can revert back to it and restore our point of sale system as soon as possible. We would also like to create backups of the infected systems so that we can investigate and figure out what exactly has happened with this malware and how to respond to it. And then we have also taken measures to quarantine the malware so that it can't spread any further. And as Benjamin has stated, we have declined to pay the ransom because we feel that we are fully competent and capable to take care of this in a way that won't affect the health of the business. And we have no guarantee that if we did pay the ransom that the attacker would actually make good on his word to restore our point of sale system. Now that you know what we've done to respond to this incident, I'd like to list out a few different things that we would like, some preventative measures that we will take in the future to ensure that this never happens again. First of all, we'd like to make sure that we train our personnel and increase in our physical security. One really important aspect of that is using the principle of least privileges, so we will make sure that people don't have access to different servers and things that they don't need access to. We would like to implement some more systems hardening. We will update our hatching algorithm so that we use one that is security compliant. We will reassess our patch management protocols, and we will also segregate the networks so that some of the less important servers aren't connected on the same networks with our point of sale system. And lastly, to make sure that we improve in our detection abilities, we are going to implement a network security monitoring tool.
Thank you so much, Curtis. We appreciate that. We now like to give the floor to our Chief Legal Counsel, Carter Beck, to discuss the legal ramifications.
Thank you, Benjamin. So as a result of the data breach, over 750,000 records were compromised and stolen by the hacker. Within this information was included hashed passwords. However, since our password encryption was not up to standard with today's industry, we are going to have to notify all of the users of the breach. Per the legal requirements, this will require 3 steps. The first one is that we email each customer, informing them of what information was stolen and what they can do. Second one will be to post an informational section on our website so that all the users can see it who visit our site. And the last one is we're going to have to notify all of the major media outlets so that they can broadcast it as well. We wanted to let you know that we're also going to take this time. Since we operate within the state of California, we want to make sure that we are up to the CCPA compliance, which is the California Consumer Privacy Act. This requires that we are going to let the customers have full control over their data. If they need to delete it, they can request it, and many other things that we're going to make sure that we are up to standards on. And lastly, we are going to offer identity theft protection for all of our customers to help offset any damages that they would incur because of this data breach.
Awesome, thanks so much, Carter. And communicating, as we know, with customers is one of the key things and our core values here at Outdoor Depot. So now we'll have our public relations expert, Rachel Vance, discuss our customer relations strategy.
Thank you, Benjamin. So as Carter was mentioning, we are legally inclined to inform all the customers of this breach, and so the way we're going to do that is we've written an email that we're going to send to every customer that is in our database, and we will notify them of the breach, including what information was compromised, as well as preventative measures that we're going to take as a company to help make sure this doesn't happen in the future. And we're giving suggestions for things that they can do to be extra cautious in the months that follow to ensure that no identity or credit theft happens to them. And we'll also be providing 12 months of identity theft protection to help ensure that their information isn't misused and that they still feel comfortable and confident coming to Outdoor Depot and purchasing from us. And finally, we're just going to ensure that our systems are hardened to prevent this from happening in the future.
Great, thanks so much, Rachel. So now we'd like to just provide a brief demo of our website that we'll be posting that provides some very, just a simple detailed explanation of the data breach so that any of our consumers or corporate partners can see and understand the extent of data breach and what they can do. So by coming to our website, they can click on Learn More About the Data Breach, and from here they can read about when it occurred, what happened, what we're doing about it, what they can do about the data breach, and then just a short message from me, Benjamin Richardson, as the CEO. At this time, we'd just like to thank you all for coming and participating in our brief today, and we would like to open the floor to any questions.